Hi, I am the Bright Letter. You may call me Gabriel, formerly known as Tariq. This is my reading of Smoulder, the Saga Compendium, containing the Fantasy Codex, A Earth of the Book of Power, and the Fantasy Reinstated. We pick up our journey in the Fantasy Codex. Act 3, Short Lore, Part 2. This is Inhabited. Humans warred with the elementals. Warriors would enter the elemental kingdoms to destroy any creature found. Creatures would enter the human kingdom and destroy any human they found. All of this because the humans wanted more land. They battled, and the elementals won. Most of the humans were killed. Others fled into the mountains, leaving the human kingdom bare. Who was to take care of it? A gargoyle statue stood at the top of the temple, in the center of the kingdom, the highest building. The elementals brought the statue to life through magic, and ordered it to watch over the area. Every night, the gargoyle flew over the kingdom, a deserted city that, over time, came to be ancient ruins. One night, the gargoyle surveyed the ruins, then left to perch upon the temple roof early, as he was awfully tired of watching moss grow from the sky. The sun would be up within the hour, and he will have turned back to stone. All of a sudden, a roar erupted in the south. It was a dragon, headed right towards the temple. It landed with a colossal thud on the other end of the roof. Something was in his mouth. A grumbling voice came forth then. Initial normality to this inexplicable shift. Come, gargoyle. As the gargoyle approached, the dragon placed what he was carrying in the gargoyle's arms. It was wrapped in cloth and warm. When normality reoccurs, tell the child to call in the desert. And with that, the dragon flew away. Pressed for time, the gargoyle flew into the forests about the city and picked raspberries. The sun was minutes away by that time. He unwrapped the cloth and saw the human baby for the first time. Glowing bronze-colored eyes. He softly wedged the baby between two rocks and poured the raspberries all around and on him. He crouched to watch him eat and turned to stone. Every night he would feed the baby in large amounts and give him plenty for the day. The gargoyle loved little Bronze Eyes, as he referred to him. Soon Bronze Eyes learned to walk and picked his own berries during the day. The gargoyle watched him explore where his small legs would take him, and he wondered what kind of human he would grow up to be. You'll need to learn the ways of people. He went into the city and found him clothes and books, and flew him to the temple where he would make a home for him. He ate and read books during the day, and spoke with the gargoyle at night. Bronze Eyes called him Tthat, because Bronze Eyes liked the way it sounded. Gargoyle began calling him Jai, because Bronze liked the way that sounded too. Because Bronze Eyes liked the way that sounded too. Why am I alone? He asked Tthat one day. Because your kind were greedy to their demise. Is that true? Who told you that? The Ellie, I don't know if I can say, or should say. Tthat remembered what he was ordered to do then, and knew the elementals would want him to bring the boy to them. He loved him too much to see the elementals hurt him, so he decided to keep it a secret. The story starts here. Jai, the young boy, always loved books, ever since Tthat brought books to him. He is in a chamber of the ruins of where he lives, tongue-lapping and teeth tearing at a bunch of grapes. Each book is thick, dusty, smells good, and is heavy. Each time a book is lifted, it is like holding a self-forged ingot of the rarest metal. He sees a large book and nuzzles his fingers under the book with his back hunched, kneeling. He lifts. The book is lighter than expected. He reads the front. The elementals and their kingdoms. The grapes lay dripping to the side of him. He opens the book and is exposed to a whole other world. He had never heard of fairies, or high rock, or rushing water, or above normal temperatures. He takes the heap of a book in one hand and leaps out of the scroll keep chamber. The grapes lay there still, unclaimed. He walks down a main dirt road of the ruins, all the while looking at a map within the pages of the elementals and their kingdoms. He gets to the eastern edge of the city, a place he had yet to be until now. He continues. He reaches the forest and follows a vague and unkempt trail straight onward. Noises to his ears can be found, muttering, fluttering, the cutest giggles. It grows louder and louder until Jai finds himself standing in a grass hill specked fields. In a grass hill specked field with fairies all around. It gets quieter as their eyes lay upon his figure. What is it? One asks. It's a human! Ah! Another shouts. A group of soldier-like fairies then made it their business to drag him to the ground and threaten him with an air pocket of a ball of whipping winds. Who are you? Asked the soldier fairy. I'm Jai. Don't hurt me. Gah. Jai weeps. All the fairies around took a step back as a collective, as the air pocket died down. Fine. Okay, Jai, we won't hurt you. Get up now. Can you please? He does so while the sniveling ensues. The soldier's tone became warm. Follow us, okay? The soldier fairies led him to a fairy on a throne. Hello, human. I am the Air Fairy King. Hi. Please excuse the rude welcome. To tell you the truth, another fairy whispers in his ear. To tell you the truth, Jai, it's been ages and ages since we've seen a human. You know, we feel awfully bad about the demise thing. I've been alone. We will change that. Do you know the power of the book you hold, human? Jai shakes his head. It is a book of magic. It can teach you to cast a circle. When you do, we will come to your aid. You'll need us. You'll need the help of deity. You'll need to be in tune with your spirit. Why, Fairy King? Because, Jai, your presence in the land is unwelcome. Because of the humans of old. Exactly. Go now and remember what I said about the circle. As Jai steps onto the grass plains out of the forest, Jra lands in front of him. Bronze Eyes! I thought you were lost. Are you okay? Yes. I met fairies. And they told me about this book I found in the scroll keep. They said I might be in danger now. The outcome of this could prove to be unfortunate. All because I'm a human. Yes. The humans wanted to take the kingdoms. They brought me to life to watch for your kind. That's when Oh, I haven't told you how you came to the temple, have I? No. You were brought by a dragon, Jai. A dragon. They told me when normality occurs, you are to call for the dragon in the desert. Is that now? I'm not sure. I don't know what normality is supposed to mean in this instance. Maybe I can find out. They walk back to the temple to sit before the altar. Jai opens the book and begins studying how to cast a circle. Some time passes. He lifts his head from being enveloped in study. He looks around and walks away. Curious, Jra follows. They reach the rooftop of the temple. Jai stands in the middle of the area, fingers skimming lines and images in the book. Ra stands off to the side. I asked to meet with the air fairies, the fire fairies, the water fairies, and the earth fairies. Fairies came from all around. Some flew, some fell with the rain, some climbed, some alit as though they were aflame, as if some alit as though they were the flame of a struck match. The fairies began to speak then. He has cast his circle. Who told him how to do this? We told him. I don't trust him. He has harmed none. Jai flipped back a page and read from out of the book. Merry meet. Oh, he speaks. Of course he does. I have a question, Jai continues. Do we answer questions? What do you mean? What's your question, Jai? When does normality occur for me? Silence ensues. Normality? What do you refer to? I'm supposed to do something when it occurs for me. That's just like a human to be plotting. Does it mean he's supposed to carry on with their conquering? Jai can see they aren't warming up to him. The air fairies intercede. What are you supposed to do, Jai? I'm supposed to call for a dragon. It seems we have no answers for you. This has been eye-opening for this fairy. Jai looks in the book again. I'm closing the circle. You, may go. All of them left, but a single air fairy. Jai, do you mean to do us harm? No. I'll let them know you said that, but I don't know how much good it's going to do. Farewell. Farewell. Time passes. He grows into an exceptional, studied wizard. The elementals have kept a quiet eye on him, but as they remember the malice of the humans more and more, it doesn't matter what Jai does. They distrust him. He is alone now. The fairies return the gargoyle to stone. Jai thinks he did this because Dra was his friend, guardian, and protector. They won't want Dra around if conflict should arise. He begins another chapter of the magic book. Elemental spells. He pauses. This isn't going to be the thing to protect me, he stands. I must see this dragon. He bounds to the temple and exits, a plate of bread and juice in his satchel, and a sheathed sword on his belt. Staff in hand, he begins his journey. Before long, he arrives at the start of the desert. Dragon, I need you. I am here. When is this normality? No answer. His head down, he slowly trudges back to the temple. Doubt fills him as he walks about the forest. Was there ever a dragon? Will there ever be normality? Defeat is gurgling in him. He finishes his grape juice and bread before heading to the Air Kingdom to speak to the fairies there. Knowing him more intimately, they gently and quietly usher him to the Air Fairy King. So, Jai, what is new? I no longer seek normality. Oh, this is a surprise. I would surmise this will quench much fear within the fairies. But know this. The volume of his voice raises. Heavy wind wisps reaching Jai's ears. But continuing, his voice lowers in severity. There are some fairies to still be wary of. But how can this be? I am no threat. What does it say about what happened between them and the humans all that time ago? It says, nothing is ever one-sided. But know this. This shows no one is ever alone. No reason to be singled out. A short time goes by of magic practicing and living in peace. On this day he dressed in clothes freshly washed in the lake. He sat and prayed in the altar room of the temple, and he currently is filling his belly with grapes and nuts. What is also a part of this day, he feels very strange. The bedchamber he is currently in feels too small. He enters the altar room, and all the benches just feel in the way. He bursts through the front door, and there is a steady pulse flowing throughout his essence. This is serious now, thinks Jai aloud. He feels all of the pulsing is something to activate. He intuitively activates it and shapeshifts into a dragon. He believes this is his true nature. The next few moments were spent shapeshifting into human form, then back into dragon form. Emotions of heightened resolution flood into him as he realizes what he must do. As a dragon, he ventures into the desert. With his massive paws with ground-turning potential, his long tail swaying and dangerous, and his wings that can stretch out and catch winds subtle and gross, easily lifting him into the air. He roars in the desert. He waits. A dragon was then seen flying in the sky. The dragon lands, saying, "Normality has returned. You are a dragon as you were when you were born. Come home, my shapeshifter." They fly over the mountains and into the sky. End of Inhabited.